Okay, it was wrong of me to take this video down because it means so much to all of us in so many ways. But like I said, because I've been feeling the way I did over the last day or so for taking it down, I'm going to put it back up. For some of you that haven't seen this, because I think there was only 60 people that originally clicked on it, and I only had it on for about it wasn't 12 hours I don't think, but I'm putting it back up and I'm going to leave it up until something waits on, someone gives me the impression I need to take it down. So here it goes. So you must be thinking now, well, what are these numbers doing in front of me? Well, what about if I told you there was such thing as a God equation? This equation is far more important than any other equation that any other scientist has ever placed in the public arena. And I have said this in my other video that I believe that I'm not the only scientist that knew about this, but I'm probably the first that's prepared to show you and share it with you. And the only reason I'm going to do that is because I am concerned with some of the other aspects of life on this planet, that it possibly could be coming to an end, or it will never be the same again. Certainly that's the case. So like I said, this is far more important than E equals MC squared. If you want to classify it as anything, you could classify this certainly as the God equation. If you don't like that, well, let's just say the universal equation, because everything in it is abided by and follows the law of this equation. And I'll explain that even yourselves, the planets, the stars we look at, all follow this equation. And that's why I'm saying, I just want to reiterate this. It's about everything, and I'm going to share it with you. Here goes. Okay, what you're looking at is two columns, one above the other, but the lower column from 5 to 1 is a mirror reflected image of the numbers above, and I'll explain. If you look at, say, column 2 on the top column, of these numbers, and we look down at row 2, we've got 9 plus 9 equals 18. And then on the other side of the first column above, we've got 1 plus 8 equals 9. And all I've done is the 18 that the 9 plus 9 equaled, I've added those two numbers together. So 1 plus 8 obviously equals 9. You can see that I've done that on the other side of the column for you. But what I want to explain to you is that this is a mirror reflection, because if we go down to column 2 on the second column, the lower column, but we go to line 2, we've got 72 plus 9 equals 81, right? If you go back up to the first column, you'll see 81 is just a reverse number of 18, and you'll also see that 8 and 1 equals 9. So everything that is mirrored, and adds up to 9, you can see that in both columns, the top column and the bottom column. But the important thing about this is that if you put any number into a calculator and reverse the numbers, so you give them a mirror image, and then do this that equation, you'll always come to the number 9 at the bottom. To go over it a little bit more, if we look at the top column, row 5, right, and we look at the bottom column, row 5, like I said, that line in between the two columns, right, is a mirror image. Even the numbers 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 go 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 down the left hand side. That's the demonstration of the mirror. So if we look at row 5 on the top column, we can see that 36 plus 9 equals 45. The answer is 45. If we look on the bottom row, the next line down, which is the lower column, number 5, we'll see the numbers 54. Well, 54 is just a reflection of the number above it, which is 45. Let's go to the next number below 54, 63. Well, if we go to the top column, we'll see that 63 has been mirrored to 36, and then again 72, 27, 81, 18, and then obviously we've got the 0. When you get a 0, it means absolutely nothing. That's exactly what it means, nothing. So 90 is just a 9. Like I said, any number you put in a calculator and mirror the image on the number will equate to that number 9. Now, let's do it. Put 1973 into the calculator, right? And then we've got to mirror the image of that number. So we go 1973, right? The reverse order of that is 3791. It equals 1818, yeah? And if we go 1 plus 8 plus 1 plus 8, we get 18. Because there's 2 9s there. Obviously we could have just gone 1 plus 8 equals 9, 1 plus 8 equals 9. 2 9s are 18. But if we get that number 18 and we go 1 plus 8, it equals 9. And if you do that with any number you pop into the calculator, you will get the number 9. And the important aspect of this is that the 9 is the highest order of any number, or it is God's number, or the universal number, whichever you like to call it. But there's an important point here. If every number, when mirrored, calculates or adds up to just that one number, then we know absolutely everything about everything in the universe. If everything can be understood by mathematics, and any mathematical equation mirrored to reveal a single number, that being the highest number, 9, one simply has an understanding that everything in the universe is part of this infinite law. So, stones, wood, trees, flowers, plants, humans, all have something in common. Stars, planets, black holes, everything within the universe shares the common law of 9. We're all part of each other, and we've all got this within us. This is probably where it comes along in the Bible and says, ye are all gods, and we was all created in the image. Speaking of the Bible, these numbers that equate to 9 are in there. It talks of the 144,000 people that will be saved. Well, 1 plus 4 plus 4 is 9. It speaks of the number of the beast, which is 666, but 3 6s are 18, and 1 plus 8 is 9. It is a balancing act, and it all balances up when 9 comes into the equation. So when I say to you this is the most important equation that you have ever had the privilege of listening to, I do not joke about that fact. Now, I will gladly share this with you. It's took me many years to work out this, and I've been on journeys in life, with figures, numbers, symbols, this, that and the other, and I have never come across anything like this before. But it gives me some sort of peace to know what I have found out, and I hope that when you grasp what I'm talking about here, that you'll find that that is the same case for yourselves. Do you remember the old town crier, the end is 9? Strange, isn't it? Because at the end there is only 9. You'll probably have a better understanding of that Hermetic saying now. That which is below corresponds to that which is above, and that which is above corresponds to that which is below, to accomplish the miracles of one thing. And I've just explained that one thing. It's up to you to truly work out really what the miracles of that one thing is. And I've showed you that you break anything down, you examine something closely enough, you will find that it equates to 9, which was the highest order, of numbers we have. And it's no coincidence. So like I say, scientists have worked out mathematical equations for even human DNA these days, but they haven't worked out the base structure, which is what the highest order is all part of. But it's not just to do with bodies or anything even on this planet, it's to do with the universal law of that number, 9. It is no coincidence, I guarantee you. We are all part of this law, you know, and everything that our eyes see is all part of it. And when we look at it mathematically, and we mirror what we see in the same way that I have with these numbers on this map, this page that you're looking at, you'll be able to work it out back to that one thing, and it's the 9. Hope you enjoyed it. Like I said, I felt a little bit bad when I removed the video, because how many of you knew? None of you knew about it, I know that. And it's unfair that, if something is found out about life and the universe, that it be shared with everybody freely. So that is why I've put the video back up. It is the biggest equation ever figured out, believe me. And I'll gladly share it. Well, I have, haven't I? Ponder it. It explains a lot of things in life. Give it some thoughts, and most of all, enjoy it, And with that, I'll leave you with those thoughts, and I'll leave you to it. I'll catch you later. Bye for now.